So this video is for people who may not know what an anxiety attack is or what it looks like. I don't know why I decided to do this. I just thought that maybe it was a good idea, maybe something to focus on. But I am currently having one. I'm currently trying to fight off tears and get rid of the weight that is feeling like it's crushing my chest. I can barely breathe. And I feel very much alone right now, even though I have my kids in the house with me. All I want to do is I want to curl up in a ball and just break down, but I can't because I'm a mom and I have to make sure my kids are okay. And I have to take care of them. I'm working on dinner. It's way late because I couldn't get motivated. I was because I was doing dishes, but I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to make for dinner, and my stomach is turning itself into knots, and I can't. I'm thinking I'm just gonna make like eggs or something. A trick that my counselor taught me was to think of 5 things that I can 5 things I can hear. Number 5 is the radio currently going on, because I like to play music while I'm cooking or doing dishes or whatever. Number 4 would be I can hear the boys playing upstairs in their room. Number 3 is I can hear the washing machine going, because I just started the boys' clothes so that, when they go home tomorrow, they have clean clothes going home with them. Number 2, I can hear my own heartbeat right now, because it's kind of thudding in my ears, which kind of sucks. And number 1 would be the sound of my voice as I'm speaking. The next step is to name off 4 things that I can feel. Number 4 is that, like I said, my chest feels very, very tight right now. It's very painful, but it's starting to ease up a little bit. Number 3, I can feel the carpet underneath my feet. Number 2, I can feel how rough my skin is right now because of the weather. My skin has gotten very, very dry. And number 1, I can feel how heavy my hair is because I have been meaning to wash it for the last 2 days and haven't done it. Haven't really felt like it. Next step is 3 things I can see. I can see the Christmas tree, I can see the lights, and that's number 3. I can see the gifts that are left under it, because these are the ones that are for David's dad and for people that we're going to be seeing later this week. Number 1 is the Mount Closmore over here on the couch that needs to be put away. Then I am to look for 2 things I can smell. The second thing I can smell is the laundry detergent that's on my hands from, putting it into the washer. And number 1 is the smell of my Scentsy warmer. I've got some kind of peppermint thing going on right now. I think it's like Peppermint Dream or Rush or whatever. And finally, the last thing is to name off 1 thing I can taste. And right now I really can't taste much of anything. My mouth is really, really dry, even though I've been drinking a lot of water. Or other stuff, let's be honest with myself. that does help. It's not, I don't feel as crippling, it doesn't feel as crippling. I'm still really anxious. I still feel like I could burst into tears at any moment, which really fucking sucks. But I don't feel like the world is coming down around my ears. I don't know. I'm I hate this. I don't wish anxiety or depression on anybody. I really don't. It's not something that's fun to live with. In fact, it's really hard sometimes. There's some days I just don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. This year for Christmas is really, really hard. This is the third anxiety attack I've had in the last 18 hours. Last night I didn't do so well. Last night I had a complete emotional breakdown. Not once, but twice. And, it was really hard. I'm scared. And I can't explain why. So it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. I don't feel much for the Christmas spirit right now. I don't feel it at all. At this point, I could kind of care less. And that sucks. That feeling sucks, because Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. But it is what it is, and I just gotta work my way through it, that's all. I'll figure it out. Somehow. And I'll be okay. Dave will be home here in the next hour and a half, and I'll probably end up having a good cry then, when I'm able to break down. Because by then the boys will be in bed and I won't have to worry about them seeing it. This Christmas is just really hard for me. I don't feel happy. There are tons of things I should be happy about and I'm not. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be like informative or whatever, not people watching me cry. I have so much to be thankful for and grateful for and feel happy about, and I just can't right now. And it really sucks. I've got my kids with me. The Bean's doing really, really well. I just had my appointment the other day, and even though I was in that stupid fender bender the other day, Bean's doing fine, growing just as long as they should. Heartbeat's great. Didn't get to hear it, but he told us that that's fine. It's too early to hear it just yet. We should be able to hear it by the next appointment, which will be mid-January. Did find out, they did some blood work on me that day, and found out from the nurse that was taking my blood that I will be able to find out what we are having as of next week. Because it is a genetic test to see if Bean has any indicators that they might end up having Down syndrome. And because it's a genetic test, they'll be able to tell whether or not I'm carrying a boy or a girl. So, I mean, that's something to be really, really excited about. I've got the wedding coming up. You know, Dave and I are moved up our wedding date. We're getting married next June instead of the following June, so that, you know, we could be married before Bean was here. And I'll admit that that's stressing me out a little bit, trying to figure out, you know, how to put together even just a small wedding, because we're like just doing it in the backyard or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I have so much to do and not enough time to do it. I feel like I should be doing so much more. I feel like I should be doing more for the boys. I feel kind of useless. And these feelings will pass. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm not always going to feel like this. I get that. It's something everybody always tells me. It's just right now, it's crippling. It's hard. It's hard to deal with. And it's not... The reason I made this video and why I'm going to post this video is because some people don't know what anxiety really looks like. It's not, you know, all the time. It's not sitting there rocking in a corner and crying. Sometimes it's you're sitting there staring off into space. Other times, I have daymares, as I call them, where everything that can go wrong does. Where I could be I could be walking down the road and watching myself get kidnapped or something stupid, or driving in a car and watching every single detail of a car accident that I get into. I had one really bad one day right before I went into work, where I watched us get into a car accident with my sister. And I'm sitting there and I'm holding Amber for C-spine, to hold her neck straight while we waited for the ambulance and waited for help. And I could literally could feel her blood on my hands. I was so freaked out when I went into work, it wasn't even funny. Sometimes I just curl up and sleep. Sometimes I get very angry for no reason. And those days are the worst, because I yell at everybody for everything. I scream at people and I hate it, because I'm watching myself from the inside going, what the hell are you doing? They didn't deserve it. What are you doing? So yeah, that's what anxiety is for me. I work my way through it. I'm not always like this. It's just these last couple of days have been kind of rough for me. So I'll be okay. So I guess I will talk to you guys later, because I need to go get dinner started. Something for dinner started. I'll talk to you later.
Mommy.